What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome to episode number 31 of my WWE 2K16 Universe Mode. And we're here with another edition of Monday Night Raw. As you can see, Zack Ryder picked up a victory over R-Truth, Blake and Murphy defeated the Party Animals, and Sami Zayn scored a victory over The Miz in our previous contests. We're going to be seeing Seth Rollins take on Booker T in singles action, and in the main event, a Tornado Tag Team matchup. Not elimination, but unfortunately there is no regular Tornado Tag stipulation in the game. So, Hideo, Itami, Finn Balor teaming up to take on Connor and Victor, the Tag Team Champions, the Ascension. So I hope you are all looking forward to that colossal main event. We are just 6 days away from the King of the Ring tournament. And speaking of the King of the Ring, we're looking at one of the participants for the Monday Night Raw brand. It is Cesaro, the United States Champion, making his way down here to the ring. He's going to be issuing yet another United States Championship Open Challenge. And this is, of course, coming off of his first ever Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge previously on Thursday Night SmackDown. If you missed the last episode, be sure to go check it out. It was phenomenal. Cesaro defending his Intercontinental Championship. Well, tonight, he's back on Raw, back where he began to defend his United States Championship. But, you know, just be sure that we're going to be seeing him next Thursday on SmackDown as well with another Open Challenge. So Cesaro, he's really got a full plate now that he has won the title versus title matchup. Oh, wait a minute! Wait a minute! Yes! And answering the Open Challenge this week is my man, the one-man Southern Rock Band, Heath Slater, baby! That is right, folks. Heath Slater. He competed in the SummerSlam Championship Scramble Open Challenge issued by Cesaro, and he kind of got the short end of the stick on that night. I mean, he was the last man to enter the match, and he really never even got a chance to get started before he was really taken out of the equation by Sami Zayn. Well, tonight, Heath Slater, he's got a one-on-one opportunity with Cesaro. And I gotta be honest, Cesaro, he's got his work cut out for him tonight. Because Heath Slater, if I know him, he is gonna be one tough man to beat. I think the United States Championship Open Challenge might just come to an end here tonight at the hands of Heath Slater. And then after the fact, he can go off and party, and he can make yet another hit single. Maybe I'm getting my hopes up a little too high. We'll see how things go. I have faith in Heath Slater, but gotta remain unbiased, as this is for the United States Championship. Cesaro, yet another week, yet another Open Challenge. As Cesaro, he is coming up. Now that he has defeated Titus O'Neil, he is the last remaining champion to hold the belt since WrestleMania, since he won it in his match with Alberto Del Rio. Right now, Heath Slater, he came into this matchup looking confident, but right now Cesaro's got the upper hand. No, wait. Slater with a counter, a nice arm drag, and here comes Heath Slater with a couple of haymakers and a drop kick. Down goes Cesaro, and Heath Slater, he knows he's got Cesaro reeling right now. If Slater can keep this up, Cesaro might not be able to make a comeback, as that's one thing Slater is able to do very effectively in this early stage of the match, is utilize those strikes of his. Couple of jabs, couple of kicks. But Cesaro counters back now with a strike of his own. And now Cesaro. Snap suplex there. Into the cover on Slater. One. No. Kick out at Slater just before the 2 count. It's going to take much more than that to put away Heath Slater. But to get back to the point I was trying to make here, Cesaro, of course, he won the championship back at WrestleMania from Alberto Del Rio, and he is now coming up on his 100 and... Actually, no, it would be... At this point, he is up to 176 days as the United States Champion. Talk about impressive. He's coming close to that record set by Ryback and the Ascension... Or not the Ascension, the Wyatt family, at 196 days as champion. Cesaro, he's just got a couple more weeks to go, and he will be the longest reigning champion in the history of Universe Mode. And he could just add on top of that list the King of the Ring winner, and he could be lining himself up for a potential WWE or World Heavyweight Championship title matchup in the near future if he can win the King of the Ring tournament this Sunday. And speaking of King of the Ring, I have a bit of a question here for you. I'm going to put a card there in the video because I'm new to this whole YouTube card feature, so I want to try to use it a little bit more often in my videos. So I got a question for y'all. What do you, or I should say, which brand do you think is going to have the winning superstar in the King of the Ring tournament? Next episode on Main Event, we're going to be showcasing the official brackets to see who's competing against who in that opening round and where things will go from there. But for right now, who do you think is going to be the winning brand in the King of the Ring tournament? Will it be someone from Raw, or will it be somebody from the Blue brand Thursday Night SmackDown? Let me know down. Well, actually, let me know in that card. I'm not quite sure how that works exactly. I'm going to try it out, see how things go. And then hopefully I'll be able to use more of those in the future, perhaps for some effective voting or whatever have you. Cesaro, European uppercut there off the second rope. And that one just stunned Heath Slater. He's in a bad position as Cesaro gut-wrench suplex. And he's looking for the trifecta. Number 2 on the way. And Cesaro setting Heath Slater up. Everybody loves a good gut wrench when it's coming from this man, Cesaro. And now, Cesaro preparing to go in for the kill. Slater, he's out of it. And European uppercut there from Cesaro. That'll do it. The Swiss Death and the cover. 2, 3. Cesaro somehow managed to retain his United States Championship tonight over a very tough, almost unstoppable Heath Slater, but Cesaro managed to get the job done, and that just goes to show how dominant Cesaro has been and how dominant he continues to be as the United States Champion and moving forward as the Intercontinental Champion. This is a victory. Cesaro, I mean, you gotta say, he's looking to be one of the favorites heading into this King of the Ring tournament. I think Monday Night Raw definitely has a strong case. Just looking at some of the superstars you have heading into that matchup, you're looking at Seth Rollins, who is coming off of a victory at Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and Night of Champions. I mean, Seth Rollins, while he has been distracted with Dean Ambrose, that definitely is a potential hindrance, but Seth Rollins, he has been looking pretty dominant in terms of, victories and defeats on pay-per-view. So Seth Rollins, he's got strong momentum going into the event. Cesaro as well, another obvious man that you could point out on the Raw roster. And you can never really count out Dean Ambrose as well. I mean, he might have lost at SummerSlam and Night of Champions, but, he's scrappy, he's a fighter. He's always been in the mix, he's always been in the hunt. Even if he might not be coming out with the victory, it's just barely that he's just coming up short. He's just barely not getting that success. But I feel as though Dean Ambrose, he will attain that success at some point. After all, he is a former WWE champion. He won the belt back at Capital Punishment of last year in June. So Dean Ambrose, he's done it. He's won the big gold before, but I don't know if he can win this King of the Ring tournament. He could become a 2-time world champion. But I'm sure Seth Rollins, he's going to do everything in his power to make sure that does not happen. In fact, Seth Rollins, I'm sure he dubs himself already the uncrowned King of the Ring. I mean, Seth Rollins, even without the King of the Ring tournament, he would still call himself a king anyway. Talk about a god complex. This Seth Rollins, he is certainly someone to be despised here in the WWE. But then again, he's someone to be respected, and that sounds contradictory, but Seth Rollins, he has the pedigree to back it up. I mean, you take a look at his ability in the ring and his accomplishments thus far in the WWE as a member of The Shield and in his own singles career. Well, tonight he's taking on Booker T, another legend in this business. We'll see how Seth Rollins will fare against the five-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion here tonight. As right now, Booker T starts off with the upper hand. A bit of chain wrestling here. But Seth Rollins looking to create the separation. Ducks underneath. Leapfrog over top. And a hip toss there from Seth Rollins. Down goes Booker T. And Seth Rollins, he's looking to show Booker tonight and show the universe that the future is now. And that Seth Rollins, he is the best thing going here in the WWE. And he's going to make an example out of Booker T if there's anything he can say about it. And Seth Rollins, he's a very vocal guy, so I'm sure he will have plenty to say about it. As Booker T now, Seth sizing him up, and a knee sending Booker T sprawling over the top rope to the floor with a crash. Seth Rollins, just like that. Firm control of this matchup is off the ropes, a clothesline from the apron. And just like that, Seth Rollins has taken out Booker T. Look at this. Oh, a reverse STO. I think Booker's face might have just caught the edge of that bottom step of the steel steps. Booker T, that might have knocked him out cold right there. That was a devastating move by Seth Rollins. Expertly placed on the part of the former architect of the Shield. As right now, Booker slammed into the barricade by Seth Rollins. And now into the steel steps again. This time gut first. Rollins going back in the ring here to break the count as he hops back to the outside. Booker T back up to his feet. Oh, and here's Booker. Booker coming back now. He's got Seth for a DDT. No countered. Side Russian leg sweep from Seth Rollins. And now Seth Rollins. Now that this match is out on the outside, this is not going to be good for Booker T, as Seth Rollins just curb stomping away at the chest of Booker. We saw what Seth Rollins did to Dean Ambrose before the match at Night of Champions out on the outside. I mean, Seth Rollins just laid waste to Dean Ambrose. Steel chair to the back of the skull. A pedigree onto the floor, onto the steel chair. Man, Booker T, he's not going to be able to compete with something like that. Fortunately, Seth bringing the match back into the ring, but has the damage already been done? As Booker T trying to make it back to his feet, but Seth Rollins, he's got Booker out of it. Super kick to the jaw. And, well, if Booker T wasn't already unconscious, I think he might be right now. Seth Rollins flips him over, and you got to think, he's putting him right in position for that devastating curb stomp. And that's it. Booker T, he's done. Oh, but Seth Rollins looking to add insult to injury, and I know exactly what he's going for. The Phoenix Splash and the cover. 1, 2, 3. There you go, folks. Seth Rollins, another victory to add to his resume, and another opponent that Seth Rollins has downed seemingly with ease here tonight. I mean, once Seth Rollins took that match to the outside, Booker T was done. He never even had a chance. So unfortunately there for Booker T, he not only takes the loss, but he takes quite a beating. Quite a mockery there from Seth Rollins. As now we move on to the main event, which does feature yet another superstar who will be competing in the King of the Ring tournament, but Connor representing SmackDown. But as the tag team champions, you can compete on either show as long as you hold those belts. So that's how we're getting this blockbuster main event here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins, I'm still focusing on the last match. Hideo Itami and Finn Balor teaming up to take on the Ascension, Connor and Victor. So while this is a good opportunity for Connor to build up some momentum heading into the King of the Ring tournament this Sunday, it's an even bigger opportunity for the likes of Finn Balor and Hideo Itami, who are still fairly new here to the Raw roster after making their debuts back at SummerSlam in the United States Championship Open Challenge. And lately we've been seeing Hideo Itami and Finn Balor picking up some critical victories as a tag team. I mean, they've defeated several teams over the past month or so. And now tonight, this is the chance for them to showcase the fruits of their labor as they take on the current best tag team here in the WWE, the Ascension. As Finn Balor making his way down to the ring, and whenever Finn Balor makes his entrance, you can guarantee it's going to be a spectacle. That's for sure. But tonight, Finn Balor, he's still got the theatrics he normally would, but tonight Finn Balor means business. And along with Hideo Itami, I think they're going to prove to be a very tough, very game opponent. Very credible threat. I mean, they're still fairly new to the roster, so have yet to kind of prove themselves, but at the same time, by being, you know, the new people on the new kids on the block, as it were, to... I don't even know why I said that. Anyways, that was cliche, and I know it was, but whatever. Anyways, so when you have Balor and Itami, they're new. You know, they might... Not to say that they are new to the wrestling industry, but they are new here to the Raw roster. Both formerly down in NXT. But there is the factor, though, that although you're new and you're yet to prove really what you can do on the main stage, that also... It also provides a bit of hidden mystique. Your opponents, they don't exactly know what all you have to bring to the table, what all you have to offer. And for that very reason, you could be even more dangerous than an already established main event star, like a Ryback, a Dolph Ziggler, a John Cena. You know, those people who have already proven themselves with years of work. So you never know. You never know what to expect from the new people in town, and in this case, Finn Balor and Hideo Itami. One thing you can expect, though, from the Ascension is pure domination, pure adrenaline. The Ascension, they are very rough style, very in-your-face, smash mouth, and a very powerful entity here in the WWE indeed. As Connor and Victor, over the past several months, they have amassed what could perhaps be the beginning of a dynasty as the tag team champions. They conquered the Wyatt family, who at the time were just defeating everybody. The Shield vanquished, and then the Ascension, they had to go through this long tag team tournament, ultimately defeating the Usos to become the #1 contenders, and then, of course, they went on to defeat and conquer the Wyatt family at Over the Limit. As I mentioned earlier, the Wyatt family's tag team reign still stands as the single longest tag team title reign in Universe Mode history, and it's also tied with Ryback's Intercontinental Championship reign as the longest championship reign in Universe Mode, period. And that's saying a lot for the Ascension, that they were able to come in here and still fairly new themselves to the roster. They were able to just show up, and just like that, at the drop of a hat, they make their way to the top and they dethrone the Wyatt family. And they've proven that over the past several months, they aren't, you know, it wasn't just a one-hit wonder. They didn't just get lucky. No, they backed it up. They proved their worth over these past several months, defeating the likes of Tyson Kidd and Jack Swagger at Night of Champions, The New Day at SummerSlam, the Usos at both Payback and Money in the Bank. All very hard-fought matches, but in the end, the Ascension standing tall at the end of the day for every single one of them. But tonight, this is a tornado tag team match, so all four men in the ring. Itami went for the cover, but a kick out by Connor there. So you can guarantee that this match is going to break down. As right now, Connor dumped to the outside by Hideo Itami. Finn Balor with a nice kick to the back of the head of Victor. And this is a very smart strategy here from Itami and Balor. Isolate Victor, wear him down. That's what you got to do, especially in a tornado tag team match where you can be, both men are legal in the ring at the same time. So it just gives you much more freedom in the type of offense you can do, the type of damage you can inflict. But at the same time, you gotta be sure that while you have Victor isolated right now, you gotta keep eyes in the back of your head, because Connor could just sneak up and attack either of them from behind if they're not prepared. As Victor off the ropes. Look at this, ducks underneath, and a sling blade there from Finn Balor. Beautiful tag team move there. Beautiful, beautiful teamwork there. Beautiful cohesion from Itami and Balor. Oh, wait, but there's Connor. I was just speaking of him a moment ago. Connor, though, striking Itami in the face. And there's an STO from Victor. The cover now on Balor. 1, 2, no. Balor the kick out. As Connor takes Itami down with an exploder suplex. And right now, Victor appears to be setting Balor up for something. Connor, meanwhile, dumps Itami to the outside. Balor striking back now, but there's Connor from behind. Attacking Balor, German suplex. And now this time, the numbers game is going to play against Finn Balor. As Connor and Victor, look at that, a double STO. Taking Balor off his feet. And right now, Finn Balor, he's in a bad place. It's enough to take on the Ascension 2-on-2, but to try to face him off 2-on-1, that's nearly impossible. If this keeps up for too long, there's no way Balor and Itami are going to walk out the winners tonight. The tables have certainly turned, and now Balor, he is on a brutal assault here. A double choke slam there from Connor and Victor. Connor now the cover. 1, 2, no. Kick out there from Balor. But Balor right now is about to be the victim of a tremendous assault. And I mean, right now he's already dealing with some tremendous punishment that's been inflicted from the Ascension, but it only will continue to get worse from here. Fist drop there from Victor. And now Connor rolling Balor to the center of the ring. Drops the elbow there. And that's the thing in this type of a matchup, with it being, at this point, basically a handicap matchup while Itami's out on the outside. These men, while they can do these tag team moves at the same time, you see right now Victor the cover, that gives Connor a chance to recover. They can also alternate, switch back and forth in their assaults. As Balor still trying to get back to his feet, but Balor's not going to be able to get too much offense in here while the odds are like this. As Balor, Irish whip there from Connor, and into a sleeper hold by Victor. And Balor, he's nowhere near the ropes. Itami might be the only thing that could save Finn Balor here from a potential submission, potentially passing out. One thing that the Ascension is definitely doing right now is wearing Finn Balor down. So by the time Itami even gets back into the ring, Balor might be in no condition to muster any sort of offense. And at that point, it's just a 2-on-1 assault on Hideo Itami. As Victor takes Finn Balor down yet again. Connor, meanwhile, just standing back, just watching at the moment. But now Connor's going to get into the fray. And look at this, another submission hold. As Connor really working on the back here of Finn Balor. Balor could be in danger of tapping out there. If he can almost just reach his foot, he might be able to get that top rope, I should say. But that would have been much easier said than done. Right now, though, Connor continuing the attack with a back suplex. And now it looks like Victor going to go on the attack. Connor to the outside, looking to go after Hideo Itami now. Meanwhile, Victor and Balor in the ring, continuing their bouts, as there's a back body drop from Connor. Hideo Itami now being victimized here on the outside from the powerhouse of the Ascension. Oh, wait. Itami rolls out of the way. Here's Itami. Sweeps out the leg of Connor. And now Hideo Itami, time to muster some offense of his own. A double foot stomp to the gut of Connor. And now Itami lights him up with a couple of kicks. A slap, another kick. And now into the barricade goes Connor. Hideo Itami backs him into the barricade now with full force. And again into the barricade. Hideo Itami, he's really on fire right now as he slams Connor down there onto the floor. Hideo Itami suddenly turns the tables. And now it's Connor who's on the receiving end of a beatdown. No, counter by Connor. And now Hideo Itami just sent crashing into that LED board there on the apron. And just like that, Connor has regained control of this situation. Kick to the gut now, and a clubbing blow right to the back of Hideo Itami. And now Connor, look at this. Oh, a clubbing blow again to the back now. Just like that, Connor looked like he was losing control of the situation, but he's quickly regained his composure. And now look at this. 3 vicious elbows right to the side of the skull of Hideo Itami. Meanwhile, in the ring, Victor continues to build on the damage done. The double team effort from the Ascension early on. Snake Eyes to Finn Balor. And now look at Victor. Backbreaker to Finn Balor. And at this point, Finn Balor, he's got to have almost nothing left. It's all been destroyed. No, but Balor still survives. But how much more does Balor have left in him? This double team assault from the Ascension, and now Victor continuing the onslaught. How much longer can Finn Balor hold his own? Let's look at this. Beautiful back body drop there from Victor. And again, picking Balor up to his feet. Victor is going to go for it again. And down goes Balor once more. Is Victor maybe going to look for the trifecta here? That's 2 in a row. No, a European uppercut instead. And another European uppercut. Finn Balor, he could be unconscious. The cover by Victor. 1, 2. No! I don't know how he's doing it, but Finn Balor still manages to keep himself alive, but I don't know how much longer he's going to be able to keep this up. As Victor right now, it's just a matter of time. If he keeps up this assault, he's going to finish off Finn Balor in no time. Meanwhile, Connor continues the beatdown on Hideo Itami here on the outside. And now Connor looking to powerbomb him out to the floor. But Itami counters back. Oh, and here comes Itami. Hideo Itami once more lighting up Connor here. And now the kicks. And one more, and that one drops Connor. And keeping this an isolated battle right now, 2 separate one-on-one matchups, this might not be the greatest strategy for the Ascension. I think that might play more into the field of Hideo Itami and Finn Balor, as it seems to be doing right now, on the part of Hideo Itami, who bounces Connor's skull off the ring post. Meanwhile, in the ring, another vicious European uppercut into the corner from Victor. And a chop now to the top of the head of Finn Balor. Oh, wait, but Balor's back up. And here comes Finn Balor. The forearms, ducks underneath, and a Pele kick from Finn Balor. Down goes Victor. And Hideo Itami, he is feeling it. Hideo Itami here on the outside now. Look at that, the shotgun drop kick. Actually, that's not the shotgun drop kick. That's just, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Finn Balor, meanwhile in the ring, tosses Victor into the corner. Oh, and he's looking for the shotgun dropkick. Here we go. Balor sizing him up, and he nails it. The shotgun dropkick there from Finn Balor. Oh, and Hideo Itami's back into the mix here. Look at this. Hesitation dropkick. Beautiful combination there from Balor and Itami. And now Hideo Itami could be looking for that devastating kick once more to the face. And Victor, he's got to be out of it. But as if that wasn't enough, Finn Balor looking for the finishing blow. The coup de grace. And into the cover goes Balor. 1, 2, 3. There you have it, folks. Finn Balor and Hideo Itami pick up a monumental victory over the tag team champions, the Ascension, here tonight. Well done performance from these two men. And I think with that victory, they might have just pushed themselves up to the #1 contender spot in the tag team division. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, keep on YouTubing.